Right, okay, so first of all, yeah, I apologise for how I look right now. I'm kind of essentially in the middle of an isolation, and I feel I'm better. I'm getting better than I was, but I'm a whole lot kind of well. I've not been too well, and I'm kind of not really caring about how I look, as is probably quite obvious. I immediately try to fix how I look. So I'm like way up against the camera, and I know what you're thinking. New backdrop, new everything. Yeah. So what is the plan for today? I'm essentially thinking, since I just recently got Disney Plus. Well, I mean, you obviously know what the idea is, since you clicked on this video. But right now, I kind of want to watch all of the original 90s Marvel stuff in chronological order. Now, I have varying experience with this. I have a lot of nostalgia towards this, but I also am not as familiar with it as I think I am. And just looking through it, there's stuff that I'm very familiar with when it comes to like the Incredible Hulk TV show, and the original Spider-Man cartoon I am very familiar with, so when we get to that there should be a whole lot of nostalgia. And the X-Men cartoon is actually the one that I know the least about, but it's also the one that went the longest. So yeah, I've no idea how that happened. There's also apparently a Silver Surfer TV show, and I'm pretty sure when I was a kid I tried to watch the Fantastic Four cartoon and hated it. So that's going to be interesting when I finally get to that. Because if 6-year-old me hated it, well, 8-year-old me hated it with a passion and thought it was too cheesy. Oh God knows what I'm going to think of it at this age. So just to set the record straight, this is not a complete blind reaction. I originally was just going to watch this in my own time just for nostalgia's sake while I was feeling ill and feeling sorry for myself. But I couldn't get through the first 5 minutes of the first X-Men episode, so I've kind of rewound it, fucking hell, we definitely are going retro here. Yeah, I've put it back to the start of the episode, and we're just gonna see where it goes from here. I'm kind of just gonna have to I don't know where this episode, since this episode is a two-parter, I'm probably going to watch both of these back to back. Whether or not I'll upload each episode back to back, I do not know. Also, whether or not I'm going to give my thoughts afterwards, I have no idea. I think with two-parters it's definitely going to be a lot more short. But I might give like some immediate reactions. Also, I don't think this is going to end up. It might. Who knows how much I get. I'm playing with wires, by the way. That's why my focus is away. There's like just my wires from my laptop's currently just hanging off the ground. So yeah, I'm kind of wanting to see where I go with this. It's also late night. This is a late night decision. It's quarter past 11 right now. It's a late night decision. But I'm bored. I kind of just I went to get water and I realised I don't have my water filled up, so this is going to be a great reaction. I'll probably fill up in water between reactions. The lighting's also kind of awkward, but unfortunately where I am, I actually have a big light above me. I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's like the sun. I should not have been mucking around with the camera. But yeah, this is going to be probably an unedited reaction. So by that, what I mean is you're going to have to link up the video yourself. I might release an actual edited version with the footage, but I don't know if I want to do that, go through that hassle. I'll be completely honest. I think I kind of just want to record this for purposes, for just a bit of fun. But all the Marvel 90s TV shows are on Disney Plus right now. Currently on the UK version. I'm assuming it'll be on the US version as well. I'm assuming it'll probably be on all versions of Disney Plus. So it shouldn't be too hard to do. Also, right now, quick warning, I do not have access to good earphones right now. I have earphones, but one, they're not charged. This is what I mean by it's a very last minute decision. This was quite bad. I'm realising how underprepared I am for this in general. So hopefully the quality's not going to be. I think the quality might be quite uncomfortable. So I don't know whether it's best to probably mute your video and keep the audio from this. It won't be as good quality, but it shouldn't be as distracting. That's probably the best bet. This should not be an issue for later on episodes because I do have actual. Ah shit, they're broken too. I have no idea how long this is going to be an issue for. So tell you what, we're popping in these shit earphones. This is how badly I've sorted this out. But we're gonna kind of hope these are not going to stay in my ears either. This is going to be it's going to be great. I just need to make sure the sound is adjusted. But essentially, once this is in, I kind of want to. Oh, God, it's been a while since I've had earphones in. I've got used to not having them on, so my voice sounds fucking hell. That was loud. So I'm kind of used to it not being like that. I think that right. I'm gonna do a quick audio check. The thing about these earphones that are weird is if I move them in a certain way, what ends up happening is the sound actually cuts out. It's more noticeable. It's easier to explain that with music. For some reason, the vocals cut out, and it ends up with almost the backing track, but the backing track's a lot lower. It's a really weird issue, but apparently this happens a lot, and yeah, it's basically you need new earphones. Yeah, my good earphones were taken the minute I moved here. In case you didn't realise, I'm somewhere else. I've moved temporarily. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna jump in. Right now I need to test these earphones to make sure that they're working properly. Right. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to double check that the okay. So I just went and fixed that right now. Because it turns out, as I kind of can we go all the way to 00? No, I don't want to go to 01. Go to 00. Why do you hate me? Thank you. Right. Okay. It's finally like all the zeros. It's all the zeros. It's like Ray. It's all the zeros. Right. Fucking hell. I've already made a Star Wars. I had like a massive Star Wars discussion today, so I'm kind of in a Star Wars mood apparently. I don't think so. One of the things I'm going to say is it's not going to be like a regular thing for the channel. I know I don't I know I don't upload to this channel at all anymore, but I don't know if I'm going to change that. I do have some things lined up. I have no idea when I'm going to upload this. Again, this is just one of those plans, but I think I might upload this one pretty much not long afterwards because it's just almost finished. It's almost finished. There's no edit in it. It's just firing up this video. It's going to be a bit of a weird one. And yeah, I'm sorry if this is not what you were expecting when you see a video pop up from me. But I kind of want to try this out. Also, my earphones are going to fall out this entire reaction. It's going to be absolutely fucking brilliant. But yeah, I'd recommend going on finding a decent version of this. Like I said, they're on Disney Plus. That's usually the best place to look. So yeah, well, I'm just rambling right now, so we're just gonna jump into this. Like I said, first, this is also my first ever reaction, so my reactions might be absolutely horrific. But you know what? It's also going to be an absolute blast because I just kind of want. I need to get through this. I can get through this probably by doing these reactions. So we're going to see what happens. Yeah, let's just jump into it. So we're going to do a quick countdown. For those who are watching, well, obviously you are all watching this video. I have not edited this. I may edit it, I may not, but I think it's more likely it's just going to stay as this version because I don't want to edit, and it just sounds a bit like a nightmare. Like I said, I'm not ready for this. It's more just a bit of fun to keep me amused, to maybe keep you amused. If you have Disney Plus, it's actually going to be a good time. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll just jump in, we'll watch this together, and we'll have a good laugh, hopefully. And hopefully my earphones will stay in the entire video. But yeah, best way to probably do this is just, for those of you who are who are new to reactions, just split the screen in half. Have the video on one side of the screen, have my amazing face on the other side. Yeah, let's just jump in because I'm going to ramble so much because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So yeah, this is episode 1. You know what episode it is. So let's just jump in. It's at 000. It's right at the very start of the episode, so make sure your video's at that point. And 3, 2, 1. See, I remember this theme way too well. Right now it probably sounds like I'm talking to myself. I just realised that. It's probably not new in my flat. They're all just used to it. There's just so much nostalgia in this one just this one episode theme. Oh shit, I'm turning the volume down. Turn the volume up, that's what I meant to do. It's like, this was the ultimate this was the theme that always made you seem epic. Somehow the 90s had like this, okay, this is way too loud so I can't overhear. I need to be able to hear myself think. It's one of those things in which you always, when you watched this, it felt like the best thing ever. It was like, they had like a 90s theme, and it was with all the Marvel shows, and it was just fucking great. But yeah. We've got like Sabretooth just being an absolute lad right now. It's just a little spin. The way it spins around as it comes to the camera, I fucking love it. I'm wondering how much racism they're actually going to throw into this. Because they're kind of portraying it almost like it's something to be ashamed of. Although that's, I mean, the entire point of X-Men always jumps between like racism and LGBT inclusion, but like LGBT abuse and homophobia and all that sort of stuff. This is apart from the VCR comment, but like a lot of this is actually seeming very much like a family in denial of someone who's came out as gay. So it's kind of I didn't expect to pick up on that instantly. Oh, we're already on an ad break, but it's just I don't know where the fuck Jubilee went. This is just me when I hit like a bad mood. I just go into the just play games. And I'm like, this is what you get. This is what you do. This is how I feel. I'm gonna annihilate all of yous. I love how it's like she puts her glasses down, and then that's the point when she's like, "Wait, hang on, you're a mutant." It's not because she destroyed the machine. It's because she puts her glasses down. I actually can't remember how Jubilee becomes part of the X-Men in the comics. I don't think it's anything like this. I'm currently reading Dark Phoenix, so that's when Kitty Pryde's introduced. I wonder when Kitty Pryde's actually introduced in the series. This is probably like season 3 or something. Oh, my boy. It's just, it's the pause that just makes it brilliant. What is he? Oh, right, okay. It's the Sentinels actually lowered down to see her. I was wondering, I was like, is he trying to hide? Oh wait, no, she hasn't seen him yet, right? Right, my earphones keep falling out. This is gonna be great. What's the point in putting her upside down? Why is she upside down? Like, what was the strategical advantage of this? You just got ignored. Oh, I do really like Storm's look in this series. It's always stuck as like quite iconic. In fact, I think a lot of the looks are really nice in this series. I'll be honest, I've actually never quite figured out what Rogue's powers are. I don't think, from what I heard, the films didn't really do her justice. Although Gambit I fucking love. Got a bit of hair falling down. I think, are we just going to get the X-Men theme with every fight? Oh, so they've not encountered Sentinels before. Okay. What's that line? To be fair, the first card that hit him, he like barely reacted. I was like, that is such a great way to introduce like such a powerful mutant's abilities. Right, okay, all my earphones are falling out. They are actually dreadful. This is when I need a Raycon sponsor. um, oh. Did they somehow like turn like Jubilee more powerful than half the X-Men? Pretty sure she can run faster than that, right? Right, you're like getting down. Right, now he puts her down. Cyclops just being an absolute boy. I feel like Jubilee's just a walking hazard. Just that one line. Um, Didn't expect that to actually work. Remember, kids, your mutant powers do have advantages. I thought he was talking to her there. Apparently not. Is that Colossus? No, it's not. No, it's not. I've no idea who that is. He looks familiar though. Oh. But who's flicking the channel? Was she flicking the channel? Why is it? I'll be honest, Professor X looks like he's just on like a wee train or something. It's like got his own little personalised tractor. You know, that reminds me of like, what is it, the game The Witness? Just all the little puzzles that you play. Try to get that. That game was frustrating as fuck. I don't do good with puzzle games. They should just turn on the danger room. Oh. Just fucking Wolverine just gets demolished in seconds. Fucking hell, that laugh. The only time we see Wolverine, he gets fucking annihilated off of Jubilee. It's a bit egotistical, to be honest. Her name's not actually Storm. It might have been a good point to like bring that up. You don't just get bored with the name Storm. Well, actually, to be honest, in today's age, you probably do. That never answers a question. It didn't answer a question. Do you go to school? We learned. Well, I guess. It looks like he's in a fucking tractor. Or like a sports car, a wee sports car. So weird hearing Professor X's voice when I'm used to the likes of um, Patrick Stewart and James McAvoy. Like they're kind of became the ultimate. Um, they've kind of became like the Professor X voices for me. So hearing this new guy, I'm like, oof, okay. Even though he's not a new guy, I just realised that. Also, how the fuck did you not notice the big Sentinel? Did you not hear it sneaking up on her? Okay, so we're actually getting to see the Sentinels learn. Oh wait, no, that has happened before. I was like, is this a regular occurrence for her? He looks like a fucking dog. I can't. It's the fact that he's in like a wee speed, like a sports car essentially. What's Beast doing? Oh, he's cleaning his glasses. Fucking love. Right, bye. Everyone's just so hot-headed in this. So I'm assuming they're not like a proper team yet. Um, right, okay. So wait, he got bit by a dog or she got bit by the dog? It's like the weirdest crawl I've ever seen. Who is this boy anyway? Not gonna lie, this guy's driving me insane. Right. Pretty sure he could have handled that. It's well seen, it's like about 11:30. How is it they don't know half of each other's powers? Like, I get the feeling they've known each other for a while. Yeah, I was going to say Beast could easily get over that. I'm not writing this story as we go along. Okay. Right, Beast. Just absolutely annihilating the wee 7-year-olds watching. Oh shit, it's Professor X. Why is it all gingers? Why are they all ginger? Okay. So, that's currently the end of episode 1. That's kind of a weird spot to end on. Yeah, that's a weird spot to end on. Right, so it's just flipped right on to episode 2, obviously. So let's just talk about episode 1 right now. It's kind of interesting. It kind of I need to stop reaching for that bottle of water because I don't have any water right now. But I'm gonna leave it over there because I'm gonna need to go and get some more water. So yeah, from episode 1, it's kind of seeming more like I say it's a bit of a half-arsed introduction to the characters. And keep in mind that it's the 90s and stuff like that because it's like the first time. But that was such a weird ending to an episode. I'm assuming it was meant to be like a big, like 40-minute special, rather than like those 2 half-an-hour episodes. But it kind of ended with the credits as well, which is why I'm wondering what the fuck. So that was rather weird. Wolverine got absolutely fucking annihilated throughout this entire episode, and then he kind of just. He starts becoming Wolverine. It's kind of interesting to see where they take all the characters. I still can't get over fucking Professor X's little sports car wheelchair. I know they have something similar in the comics where it's much more, but it's not. It doesn't look as bad as that. It looks really weird. It looks. I think that probably just dates the show instantly. I mean, obviously the animation and stuff like that, but the animation's a bit easier to look over. But his little wheelchair is really hard to take seriously. I honestly don't know why they've given him it. The Sentinels are looking quite cool. I'm kind of getting where it's going with it, and yeah, it's to be fair, it actually seems rather in line with the comics, the style of the comics, like the 80s, which is where like Dark Phoenix and stuff like that take place, and were written. It definitely feels a lot more kids focused and stuff like that. So I'm not going to be expecting some really mature themes. I think the Spider-Man ones and stuff like that might jump more into mature themes. Not so much this one, I don't think. I think maybe as they mature, they might mature to like kind of like the Harry Potter films mature, in the fact that as they get like as they continue on and go on for a while, they start delving into darker themes, and that's entirely possible. Avatar kind of done that to a certain extent. Avatar starts off very kid friendly, and kind of starts maturing as its audience mature. I mean, to be fair, it only had 3 seasons, but that's usually how a lot of good shows go. A good example as well is Rebels. Rebels starts to mature with its audience as well. Star Wars Rebels. So I think there's still a lot they can do with it. I think I really want to see how they go for it. I'm not as put off as I was by the first 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes are pretty bad. Pretty bad. They're pretty nice. It might just be that I'm not used to it. The second that I kind of jumped, we got past that, I started to get a bit more into it. I kind of went a bit quiet at points. So I'm fully aware of that. This might be an interesting reaction for that. But I kind of want to see where it goes. And yeah, so I'll upload the next episode at some point, maybe next week. I might make this a weekly thing, try and get this done, because I have no idea when I'm going to have time, when I'm not going to have time. So I'm going to upload episodes weekly and just kind of see where we go with that. So yeah, till then, see ya.